Hello guys, welcome to the class. Here we have another question for simplification. Question number 18. 2 upon x plus 1 minus 2 upon x plus 2 plus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square times x plus 2 whole square minus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square. Here this question also, if you start taking LCM at a time, it will be very difficult for you to simplify it. So we start it technically, like first 2 upon x plus 1 and this minus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square, we keep together and take their LCM, and we combine this with 2 upon x plus 2, and lastly we combine this with 1 upon x plus 1 whole square plus x plus 2 whole square. If you do like this, we don't have to perform the long multiplication at a time. Step by step the multiplication can be done, making shorter and shorter. So please, while doing this type of question, you think before starting. By keeping which two terms together, we can take LCM easily. There will be less simplification, that means less multiplication. So main thing what we study here is the structure of the denominators. The similar denominators. The denominators in which we can take the common. We keep such terms together. So I am keeping here this 2 upon x plus 1 and minus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square together, and these other two terms as it is, minus 2 upon x plus 2 plus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square, this x plus 2 whole square. I am taking the LCM from the first two terms. So what is LCM? X plus 1 common and 1 x plus 1 will be remain here. Because x plus 1 whole square, it is x plus 1 whole square is x plus 1 times x plus 1. When you take the 1 x plus 1 common, and there will be remaining another x plus 1. So if you divide this LCM by the denominator with these two, 1 x plus 1 will be remaining there, and here there is 1 only. But at the same time we can combine the last two terms and take LCM. In this way also we can continue this. But what I am doing here is, I am not taking the LCM here in the last two terms. What we get from the first two terms, I combine with the third term, and finally I will take the LCM with the last term. There is any hard, we don't have any hard and fast rule for such a simplification. So I have done in this way. You can do by other ways also, suitable methods, suitable techniques. So how you feel easier to do, it depends on your practice. When you do the more practice, then we get different methods and for solving the questions, for simplification or any other questions, but it depends on your practice. So x plus 2 plus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square, x plus 2 whole square as it is. Is it 2x plus 2 minus 1. This is x plus 1 whole square, x plus 1, x plus 1, x plus 1 whole square, minus 2 upon x plus 2 plus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square times x plus 2 whole square. So it is 2x plus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square minus 2 upon x plus 2 1 upon x plus 1 whole square, x plus 2 whole square. Now we take the LCM in these two terms, first and second terms. So what will be the LCM? X plus 1 whole square, x plus 2 this 2x plus 1 is multiplied with this x plus 1 whole square will be cancelled, and x plus 2 will be remaining there. X plus 2, and this minus 2 is multiplied with x plus 2 cancels, so x plus 1 whole square. And our last term as it is 1 upon x plus 1 whole square, x plus 2 whole square. Now we multiply these two brackets into x plus 1 and x plus 2. Similarly, these 2 times x plus 1 whole square. So x plus 1 whole square, x plus 2 LCM. Okay, 2x into x, 2x square, x into 1 it is x by 2. 2 into 2 it is 4x plus 2 into 1 it is 2 minus 2. First we expand this bracket. A square plus 2ab plus b square, because b is 1. So 2a is x and b is 1, and so it is 2x and 1 is square. B square is 1 square, it is 1. And plus the last term as it is x plus 1 whole square, x plus 2 whole square. Two x square, 4x plus x, we can write 5x for this, plus 2, open the bracket, minus 2x square, minus 4x minus 2 upon x plus 1 whole square, x plus 2, and plus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square, x plus 2 whole square as it is. Now this plus 2x square minus 2x square cancel, plus 2 minus 2 also cancel. So for 5x minus 4x, it is x only. So x plus 1 whole square, x plus 2 plus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square, x plus 2 whole square. Now we have the 2 terms only here at the last. So what is LCM? X plus 1 whole square, x plus 1 whole square, it is common. X plus 2, x plus 2, 1 x plus 2 common, again 1 x plus 2 will be remaining there, so finally it is again x plus 2 whole square. So our final LCM is x plus 1 whole square, x plus 2 whole square. So with this x, what will be remaining here? X plus 2 and this 1. There only, because this denominator is equal to the LCM. When LCM is divided by the denominator, we will get 1. 1 into 1, it is 1. But here, here is x plus 1 whole square cancel, and but here is x plus 2 whole square, here is x plus 2 only, so 1 x plus will be remaining there to multiply with this x. Let's open this bracket. X into x, it is x square plus 2 into x, 2x plus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square times x plus 2 whole square. Look here guys, you can see this numerator, it is in the form of a square plus 2ab plus b square. This can be written as a square plus 2ab plus 1 is 1 square. It is x plus 1 whole square, x plus 2 whole square as it is denominator. So what is a square plus 2ab plus b square? It is a plus b whole square, that is x plus 1 whole square upon denominator x plus 1 whole square times x plus 2 whole square. This is x plus 1 whole square, x plus 1 whole square cancel, numerator denominator, and finally we get 1 upon x plus 2 whole square. So this is the answer. 19. Our question is like this. first term a power 6 upon aq minus 1 plus second term a power 6 upon aq plus 1, third term minus 1 upon aq plus 1 minus 1 upon aq minus 1. So here the first term and the last term, they have the same denominator, and second term and third term they have the same denominator. So terms having the same denominators are collected together and we take their LCM. So we form the two groups here, first and last. So let's form the group here, arranging the terms. A power 6 upon aq minus 1 minus 1 upon aq minus 1 plus a power 6 upon aq plus 1 minus 1 upon aq plus 1. Now we make one group of this first and second term and another group of this second, third and fourth term, and we take the LCM separately. So firstly we take the LCM from these two terms, aq minus 1, so numerator remains the same, a to the power 6 minus 1, because LCM and denominator it is same. And so here also LCM is aq plus 1, so it remains a power 6 minus 1 in the numerator. Now after that, for this a power 6 minus 1, we can make it either a square minus b square or a cube minus b cube. If we make a cube whole square like this and 1 square, we get a cube plus 1, a cube minus 1, and this a cube minus 1 will be cancelled. So instead of making a cube minus b cube, we are making a square minus b square. So that one factor will be cancelled in numerator and denominator. This is a cube whole square. 1 is 1 square, a cube minus 1 plus second bracket also a cube whole square minus, for this one we can write 1 square, and a cube plus 1 denominator as it is. Now we have a square minus b square form in both numerator. So we use the formula a plus b times a minus b, that is a cube plus 1 a cube minus 1 upon a cube minus 1 plus, here also a cube plus 1 a cube minus 1 upon denominator is a cube plus 1. So keeping this in bracket, this a cube minus 1 a cube minus 1 cancel numerator and denominator. With this a cube plus 1 a cube plus 1 here also. Then what is remaining here? A cube plus 1, and in the second term a cube minus 1. This plus 1 and minus 1 also cancel. So finally we get a cube plus a cube, it is 2a cube. So this is the answer. We got the answer here in a very easy way. We simplified the given question in a very easy way, forming the two groups having the same denominator. So this is the technique, otherwise it will be very difficult. If you start taking LCM at a time, you have to perform the long multiplication. It will be very difficult for us to get the answer. But sometimes technique is very important in mathematics. So guys, I think you have understood. Now you can do similar question in a easy way. Like question number 20. This question is slightly different than other questions which we solved previously. It is given that x square is equal to y plus z, y square is equal to z plus x, and z square is equal to x plus y. With the help of this thing, we have to find the value of 1 upon x plus 1 plus 1 upon y plus 1 plus 1 upon z plus 1. So here we have to use the given condition here. X square is equal to y plus z, y square is equal to z plus x, and z square is equal to x plus y to get the value of this thing. So how this given condition can be used in a easy way so that we can get the value of this thing also in a very easy way. That is a very important thing we have to understand here. So let's start from this, which value we have to find out. One upon x plus 1 plus 1 upon y plus 1 plus 1 upon z plus 1. We have to find the value of this expression. But we have to use this thing. X square is equal to y plus z plus y square is equal to z plus x plus z square is equal to x plus y. But we don't have x square, y square and z square here in this problem expression. So look here, what we do here is 1 upon x plus 1, we multiply both numerator and denominator by x, because we can multiply the numerator and denominator by the same thing. So this 1 upon y plus 1, this also multiplied by y, both in numerator and denominator, and 1 upon z plus 1 is multiplied with this z, both in numerator and denominator. Because x cancel, y cancel, z cancel, our problem remains the same. If you multiply this x upon, when x plus 1 and x are multiplied, we get x square plus x. Here we get y upon y square plus y. Here it is z upon z plus 1 into z, z into z, z square, z into 1, it is z1z. Now so that we have this x square, y square and z square, this expression is here, because for this x square can be replaced by y plus z, this y square is replaced by z plus x, this z square can be replaced by x plus y. When you replace the values of x square, y square and z square, we will get the same denominator. So when you get the same denominator, we can take LCM easily and we can get the value of this thing. This is the technique. So let the substitute the values of x square, y square and z square. What is x square? It is y plus z and this plus x as it is, and y upon, what is y square? Z plus x, z plus x plus y as it is, upon z square of z upon, what is the value of z square? X plus y and plus z as it is. Now we have the same denominator. It is x upon x plus y plus z. This y upon also we have the same denominator. It is x plus y plus z and plus z upon also same x plus y plus z. Now we have the same denominator. We can take the LCM. X plus y plus z. So what we get in the numerator, what will remain here is its denominator and LCM is same. Our numerator remains the same, x plus y plus z. So keeping this inside the bracket, if this and this cancel, we get the answer 1. So value of this expression, with value we have to find out, it is obtained 1. So this is the required answer. So here we use one technique, multiply numerator and denominator by the same thing. Like first term we have multiplied with x, second term we have multiplied this y, and third term with z, so that we get the expression x square, y square, z square, which values are given by the question. So in this way we could get the value of the thing what we have to do here. This is last question of this chapter. If you have to ask any question, more questions, different questions, difficult questions from the chapter, you can share with me. I will help you in the coming days. So this is the question which was asked in SE also in the previous year. 1 upon 8 times 1 minus root a minus 1 upon 8 times 1 plus root a plus 2 root a upon 1 minus a. Maybe sometimes some of the students you may confuse when you see the root there. how to simplify it. It is very easy here. If you take the LCM from the first two terms, this 1 minus root a and 1 plus root a, when they multiply, they are conjugate of each other, root will be removed. From there also we get 1 minus a, and last denominator it is 1 minus a already. So in this way we can simplify it easily. Let's start taking the LCM in the first two terms. So what is the LCM? 8 is common, and 1 plus root a times 1 minus root a. It is the LCM. Because 1 plus root a, 1 minus root a, they are different. We have to take both, and 8 is common. So when this LCM is divided by the denominator, 8 cancel, 1 minus root a cancels, so 1 plus root a will be remaining there in the first term. Similarly, in the second term, 8 cancel, 1 plus root a cancel, 1 minus root a. As we have the minus sign here, we have to put this thing in the numerator inside the bracket, so that bracket should be open with minus sign. Plus 2 root a upon 8 times 1 minus a only here, a. Open the bracket, 1 plus root a minus 1 minus plus root a. Our denominator, a plus b, a minus b, a square minus b square. That is a plus b times a minus b, a square minus b square is the formula. 2 root a upon 8 times 1 minus a as it is. Now this plus 1 minus 1 cancel, root a plus root a, it is 2 times root a upon 8 times square of 1 is 1 square of root a. This root a now is square of root a. This root and square sign is cancelled. Here is the order of root is 2 there. So we get 1 minus a only, plus 2 root a upon 8 times 1 minus a. Now you can see we have the same denominator, 8 times 1 minus a. Here also 8 times 1 minus a. So take the LCM in the last two terms now. So LCM is 8 times 1 minus a. So what will be remaining there? 2 root a plus 2 root a. So 2 root a, like terms added together, 2 plus 2, 4 root a upon 8 times 1 minus a. 4 and 8 cancel, 4 2 are 8. So it is root a upon 2, 1 minus a. So this is the answer. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.